This is a purification device. You have water coming into it, and then the yucky stuff is taken out. This can be kind of like the human brain in a lot of ways. You see, the human brain takes input in, which would be the black feeder line, this one here, and then after it takes it in, it filters the processed information. Takes out the stuff it doesn't believe or think is correct or inaccurate, it doesn't mesh for some reason, and what you get out is hopefully something that is pure concentrated knowledge. Since the 1920s, teachers have been using forms of multimedia to deliver information. I wonder what would happen if we took some of the most powerful forms of information collection and presentation in the history of Western civilization, put them together in the hands of professionals. I wonder what you would get out. Well, I think we would need more hoses to find out. Now, the power of video is undeniable. As a matter of fact, any kind of visual instruction tool has power. And that's really kind of where the birth of multimedia came from. It came from film strips and things of overhead projectors and artwork. Any extra type of sensory that would allow the student to learn besides just talking was a powerful tool. But the TV, as you're well aware, actually propagates a non-active and cerebrally unconscious viewer. The couch potato. Info comes in and it just gets shelved. It doesn't get thought about, it just gets parked on the shelf. I can't even tell you what I watched for TV yesterday. It's an entertainment thing. But the power behind it is undeniable. Kids love to watch this stuff. They're like conditioned to watch it. But how do you get them to watch it and then think about it? Today, we have something brand new, something never before available in the extent of human history. Something unique, something different, something incredibly powerful that weaves together many of the different types of media that we would consider multimedia. You have video, audio, reading. You have animations, pictures, moving pictures, artwork. Everything that you could have used in the past, you can now use in the classroom. Only now, it doesn't necessarily take a media cart or film strips. What I'm talking about is one of the most innovative developments in the 20th, 21st, and probably onward centuries. We're talking about the multimedia internet. Here, this is a wireless router. It revolutionized technology, computer technology in the classroom as we know it. Not only is it no longer necessary to actually wire drops into the classroom, and a drop being any place where you connect a computer to the internet, but you can have an infinite amount of computers on this thing. I mean, any computer, any laptop that's in the room that has a wireless card can access the internet through here. The internet has become one of the greatest developments, educational tools in the course of human history. This little guy here provides information, streaming videos, animations, audio in ways that previously were incomprehensible. And the tools needed to harness this power, there's not a ton of them. And it just takes a little bit of time and effort and energy to be able to harness the power of something like this for the good of your students. The LCD projection unit. It has the ability to deliver life-size media to an entire classroom of kids so that they can all see it. It's a wonderful thing. Even if the school stopped paying for the bulbs that get burnt out in these things, I will go out and buy my own. If I could suggest any piece of equipment that would augment the classroom, this would be it. This thing is a lifesaver. The state of our schools right now and their ability to handle multimedia, you know, what's being done right now and why aren't people doing it? And why is this even an issue? I mean, does multimedia education even work? What do the experts say? Overall, 50 years of educational research indicates that media and technology are effective in tools as phenomena to learn both from and with. Does it work? Does multimedia actually work? Well, here, let me read you something. This is from an article on the rationale for using multimedia in the classroom. It says, When engaged in higher order thinking skills such as comparison, analysis, inference, and evaluation, the mind must carry out its problem processing in some symbol system. Howard Gardner's work on multiple intelligences showed that academic skills with verbal language and math are but two important languages for thought. His interpersonal and intrapersonal intelligences play an important role in interactive nature of multimedia between others on the internet. Other intelligences like language of thought and Gardner's theory, including spatial and bodily kinesthetic, musical, naturalistic, provide an intellectual foundation for multimedia integration. That is, multimedia not only exists in our cognitive range, but often takes the thinker to new areas within which to range. They're basically saying that the use of multimedia is now right before us, the effective use of it. That we've been using it for years and it's been effective, and especially developing higher order thinking skills. This guy right here is going to be in no way, shape, or form a match for the type of media that we're going to be creating. Let's talk about where schools are now. I know they've come a long way, but do we still have a long way to go?
Technology in the classroom. Does it work, and are our schools prepared and ready for it? These are questions that we've been asked over and over again. I suppose if you're taking this class, like myself, you must believe that technology does work. Speaking from personal experience in the past year and a half, I feel that my students have become definitely more engaged in their learning, whether it's through video, podcasting. I definitely feel that the children, when technology is involved, they are engaged. They enjoy learning, they want to learn, they want to share what they've learned. Podcasting has been a huge hit in my classroom, not only with the students, but also with the parents. My parents love being able to hear their student, their child, on the internet, and the kids go home and tell their parents, you know, hey, we posted another Coyote Cast. It's not only been, you know, wonderful to see that my students are able and so excited, but the parents have been so excited too. I put all these pieces together because I thought it kind of went through the evolution of multimedia, how it began with the film, and then to the TV, and then, you know, to the internet and the computers and the LCD projector. The other thing that I put in the end of the clip was the question, are we ready? And how far do schools need to go, or what do they need to do to get ready? In my classroom right now, I have 2 computers. My students are on the computers constantly throughout the day, rotating on and off. Unfortunately, I would like to have more computers, but 2 is all I have. I think that one of the things that's big for the schools is that we need, you know, technology is expensive and it costs money. And unfortunately, especially in California right now, with the budget crisis, there might not be money for a while. So what do we as teachers need to do? I think training is essential. I think a lot of teachers are afraid of technology because they feel it takes too much time. They're not confident in how to teach technology properly. And I think one of the big things we can do is train teachers. You know, the internet is a great resource. You know, train the teachers on how to use the internet properly and effectively for their students. Of course, I know training costs money, as well does the computers. So what do? I guess, you know, you do as best you can, the most you can. Like I said, are we ready? The big question. Technology, here we come. I think we have a long way to go, but hopefully with the proper training, and hopefully some other people can get the technology bug as well, we'll be able to allow our students to become engaged in their learning.